Welcome back to Granbury TV, everybody. It's time for another interview here, and today I'm sitting here with Mr. Ray Wilson. He's our Fire Marshal for Hood County. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. I know it's been a while, but I know you've had lots of stuff going on since you came into office here in Hood County, and with the tornado, and it just seemed like one thing after the next when you first came in, and now you have lots of stuff to talk to us about today, right?
Well, try to keep everybody updated and get back into a routine so that everybody will know what's going on.
So, to start off, next month, October, is Fire Prevention Month, correct?
It is.
And what are you guys doing for that?
We're going to do a kickoff for the month on October 5th from 9 to 12 that morning at the Home Depot parking lot. We're scheduled to try to be into the east end of the parking lot. Our fire departments will be there. Other community organizations are welcome to come and help us get this going. We'll also be doing the school fire training with usually the elementary grades in order to get the kids aware of fire safety.
Right. Awesome. Well, that's always a great thing, to teach everybody about fire prevention. We don't like to hear that there's fires going on.
Right.
And right now we are actually under a burn ban, right?
Yes, well, I'll just kind of carry fire prevention over into a burn ban. The burn ban did go into effect on October 13th. That is a 90-day burn ban. Today, while we're doing the interview, we are getting rain, but in spite of that rain, we're still going to be under the burn ban. So I don't want anybody to think that it's safe to go out and burn right now.
Right.
In spite of the rain that we're having today and a little bit last night, the ground and the vegetation is still very dry and can still catch fire in spite of the rain we're having just for one day. That's not near enough to break the drought conditions.
All right. Now, do you think that we're going to end up, the burn ban will be extended after those 90 days? Do you see it getting any better? Do you see it getting worse? What's your idea of what will happen?
Well, you can't predict the future.
Right.
In my office, we work with following the Texas A&M Forest Service's recommendations. They have a index called the KBDI that tells us what the average dryness is. 0 on their scale is completely wet, and 800 is completely dry. Yesterday, on average, just for Hood County, we were at 666. It was higher in some parts of the county, a little bit lower, but that was the average for the whole county. So we are still very dry in spite of what's going on around us.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Kind of switching gears here, I know I don't want to say that it's kind of dropped off. I know that there hasn't been as much talk about the tornado, and since it happened, that was, I want to say May 15th.
The tornado.
And it's been a while, but it seems that everything is going well. Relief efforts are working well still. Can you kind of give us an update on that kind of thing?
Very much so. We've gotten to a point where there are no one in shelters. There are a few families that are still receiving some assistance through our volunteer organizations for housing, but they're not in the disaster shelters anymore, which is a big plus.
Yeah.
Our community groups like our Mission Granbury's, our Habitat for Humanity, and I know there's a million more that I haven't mentioned, and I apologize for leaving anybody out, but they've been taking a big lead. Habitat for rebuilding the houses they lost, and Mission Granbury and taking the lead to help organize the rest of the group's efforts.
Right.
They're still meeting on a weekly basis. The funding is coming through for them. They're still able to keep working, so that's not been a problem. There's been a lot of recognitions going on. Last month, the Texas Rangers and Fox Sports Southwest actually did a recognition of our first responders who went out there and let them go down on the field to do the flag colors and presentations, and invited them to the game. So that was
that's awesome.
Real nice for them also.
Definitely. Well, that's great to hear. Do you have more about it?
No, not really. I mean, other than just everything's going along. It's running smooth like it should, and we are working towards that recovery. The initial recovery date was it could be up to 2 years. I don't want to say it's going to be less, but I've heard talk that it could be. So that would be even better.
That's always great to hear that it's moving faster than expected.
Right, and that's a outstanding point for our community and our volunteers in this community, of everybody coming together to take care of each other.
Definitely shows what a great community we do have here in Hood
Absolutely.
County. And you have, I mean, you have your list. You have lots of stuff going on. What else do you have going on right now?
We've just to kind of transition from the tornado. We did have our emergency operations center in place at that time when the tornado hit. We continue to do drills so that all of our members from the county, from the city, to the school districts, to the hospital, to our emergency folks, whether they be police, fire, or EMS, have been continuing to drill in spite of everything. We want to be ready should something happen, hoping nothing does.
Right.
We completed a successful drill in August with Comanche Peak Nuclear Plant, and we actually have a graded event coming up with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission in October. So we're hoping to get through that with flying colors, and we should.
Hopefully, that'll be good to hear. And you guys have that? Is that once a year?
No, we actually train. We had this one in October. Then we're going to have. There's a little meeting in November, but it won't be a full drill. And then we come up with another drill coming in January. So we do this several times. And if we're not drilling, we're meeting. We had a big conference with all the players after the August drill that we had down at Glenrose at their expo center, where the Comanche Peak people, the Hood County people, the Somerville County people that we partner with, all the way to FEMA and FBI representatives, the state representatives, about how the drill went, how security worked, how the response was to an event at the plant.
Awesome.
So we're just trying to, we want to keep up with that, and so that we're prepared while we drill mostly with the plant. Those drills carry over into any type of hazard that we might encounter.
Awesome. And now I know that the new EOC is being built, correct?
Yes.
Over there by the sheriff's office?
Across the street from the sheriff's office on Deputy Larry Miller Drive. Construction started up last month. It's been going very fast. They've been fortunate, I guess, on their side of the construction with no rain, even though that doesn't play into trying to help the county in its drought condition.
Right.
But because of that, they've been moving very quickly, and we have an anticipated move-in date in January of 2014.
Awesome. That's pretty quick.
It is very fast, but they're working very fast on the project, which is a good thing.
That is good. And then hopefully you guys will never have to use it. Just for drills, not for actual disasters, hopefully.
That would be ideal, but it'll also give us a lot more room in which to work when we do have a drill or an emergency, and we won't be sitting on top of each other as much in there.
Well, that's good. You guys, I know that have been in the current EOC, and you guys, as you said, you guys are kind of on top of each other. So hopefully this new one will be a great thing for you guys.
I think it will be, because it's going to have breakout rooms to where if we need to have separate meetings or we need to bring people in order to gather additional information to make the event work smoother, then we will have the additional room to do that in there.
Awesome. Sounds great. I look forward personally to going through and doing some tours as it's being built and seeing what it looks like. I'm excited for it. So
great. Look forward to seeing you over there.
Oh, definitely. I know we have spoke to the sheriff, and he has expressed interest in giving us a tour. Hopefully you can join us, and we'll have a little tour and everybody can have their input on it.
Well, the nice part of it is my office will be moved from 201 West Bridge, where we are now, into the new EOC building.
Okay, cool.
And since I'm also the county's emergency manager, that'll put me directly into the Emergency Operations Center instead of having to travel to it in case something does happen.
Awesome. That'll be great, though, for you.
Yes.
And so lastly, you have a crime update for us from your office?
Yes. Believe it or not, the Fire Marshal's office does investigate crimes. We are a law enforcement agency also, and my deputies are commissioned peace officers, just like the sheriff's deputies are. This last month, we did have 2 suspicious fires that we're investigating. Not going to call them an arson fire, but because they are suspicious, we are going to look at them and just to make sure what's going on, because that is part of our job, is to find a cause and an origin of a fire. And we had 2 that we're looking at right now, so I'll put them under a crime report, but I don't know if they're an actual crime yet.
Right.
Because we are looking at them. One was a residential fire in the Oak Trail Shores Edition where a mobile home did burn. And we also had one car fire here in town down near the Classic Chevrolet area.
Cool. Well, it sounds like you have been very busy. Sounds like you're going to be very busy. It sounds like it's never ending at your office.
It is at times. There's very little downtime, but because not only were we trying to keep it working day to day on what our normal operations are, but because of the impending move to the new EOC, we're also trying to start gathering up and moving, which I don't know about everybody else, but I really don't like having to pack up and move things.
No, it's never fun. I don't think anybody likes it.
But we're getting ready for it, so that way we can go over there and be up and running as fast as we can.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing it. I know there was a lot of stuff. Do you have anything else for us you want to add before we wrap up here today?
Not really right now, other than just everybody try to be safe. If you're not sure if there's the burn ban in effect, feel free to call our office at 817-579-3335 and check firsthand. We'll let you know. There's also the burn ban registration or a burn registration, so that we can know if you're burning on the Hood County website, and it's linked into the Fire Marshal's page.
Awesome. Well, we definitely appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come and talk to us and let us know what's going on. And we look forward to speaking with you next time.
I appreciate you having me today.
Thank you.
Y'all take care.